How's it going? Tobin back in the den for an unboxing of the Rex Supply Page. This is an aluminum razor made in the United States. Super excited to have it. If you're familiar with my content, you know that I have the Rex Envoy and the Rex Konsul. I love both of those razors. I've done reviews of them. I'll try to remember to put a link in the description to those. This is just going to be an unboxing. We're going to check out the razor for the first time together. I haven't seen any videos about it other than Matthew Pisarcik, that's the owner of Rex Supply and the owner of Razor Emporium. I've seen his introduction video, but I have not watched his shave video or any others. So, open up the box, bunch of peanuts. I don't see anything else in there, and there it is. This is a 6061 aluminum. I don't see anywhere on the sales page where it talks about what's known as like the treatment. For example, the Henson razor that I have here is what's known as an aluminum 6061 T6, and that's just it's been artificially hardened, artificially aged, so to speak, to make the aluminum stronger and more resistant. I couldn't find any information about that, but it is made from 6061 aluminum, which is a perfect material for shaving. Slides out just like so. It does come with a pack of 5 Rex blades, which I still have a few packs left. I think it's super cool though when razors come with blades. The blade gap on this is 0.020 of an inch, and the handle is modeled after this Bakelite type of tech. The Gillette Tech came in 3 different blade gaps. You had the 020, which is found on this guy here. Most commonly, if you have a ball-in tech, a lot of the majority or all of the American-made ball-in techs are 020. The pre-war, or the peri-war is what I call it, the one with the triangle holes, the fat tip, that has a 025. And then some of the foreign-made, this one was made in Canada, this one has a 0.030 blade gap. That is the 1932 model, not the year that it was made. Awesome. Comes with a sticker that was behind the sleeve here. I like how they have that little piece of plastic there to prevent any scrapes. Peels right off. Immediately, I like the feel of this in my hand. I read a couple of reviews. This is not a review. This is just an unboxing. We're going to check it out together. I'll put photos up there on the screen. After I record this video, I'll take some pictures. This weekend, I'll take it out and we'll do a shave with it. And then here in a few weeks, after I've used it dozens of times, a minimum of 15, my target will be somewhere around 20. I am a daily shaver. I'll do a full review of it. The date code on this one is V2, so that would be the second quarter of this year, 2025. I didn't rush right out and buy this one. They are still new. They've only been out a little while. I just wasn't sure if I needed another razor. Now this one, he says, is modeled after the Tech. This is the Shave It Shadow. It too was kind of a morph between the Tech and the Mula DE89, and this head looks almost identical. So I wasn't sure if I needed another aluminum Tech type razor. I have probably, I don't know, 80 or so Techs that I have in my collection, plus another 70 that I actually use or intend to use when I have time, plus like another 70 or so that I need to actually give away. I think it's kind of a cool novelty that you have the magnet on the bottom there, and it works extremely well. I think a more practical use for this would be maybe like for a stand, but I don't know if it's going to be strong enough for that. But so when the Ambassador came out years ago, I didn't run right out and buy it. I still haven't purchased one. What did I do? Oh, darn it. I had my Envoy and I'd put a different head on it. Anyways, let me pause it real quick. I'm so sorry. There it is. It's right here. It just looks different. So when the Ambassador first came out, I'm not really a adjustable type guy, if you will. I'm a slant guy. So when the Ambassador first came out in, what was it, 2017, I was in no rush to buy it. I still want to add one to my collection. When the Envoy came out, I ended up buying one of those, and that was in 2020 when they were still new. One thing I didn't talk about that I didn't think about talking about in my Envoy video was, while I love how these handles, how these heads are what's known as fluted. And by fluted, I'll show you with the page. What's nice about the fluting photo, what's nice about the fluting is it helps you to lock the handle into the bottom plate and into the head a little more snugly, a little more secure. Makes it for what we would call a tighter tolerance. But that's not entirely necessary, though, to create a tight tolerance. And the only reason why I say this, the only reason why I bring it up, is that when you have that fluting, it then limits your handle options. So with the Henson, with the Shave It Shadow, with even this aluminum Ascension, I can switch out handles all day long. This is the Rex Envoy head. I have one of the Razor Rock handles, and it doesn't fit in there snug. You can hear that's the bottom plate rattling, and it doesn't matter how hard I tighten this, it's not going to create the same fit that the Envoy handle would create. And so that just limits your options as a wet shaver. I love to mix and match handles. Like I said recently in a video, that's one of the things I really like about Razor Rock, is that they have so many different handle options. As I said in my Envoy video, I love the handle on the Envoy. I genuinely do. It's the right length. This here is 3.74. I'll put the specs up there if I haven't already. I love the length of it. I love the feel of it. I love the heft of it. I love the knurling, the grippiness of the handle. But there's people who don't. And it would be an easy solution for a lot of people to just buy the head and put a different handle on it, like you have with the Razor Rock options. I feel like that is what really would best suit a wet shaver's needs. Now, don't get me wrong, it looks sharp. They do look like they were made to go together, but that is one drawback of that design, is that it limits what the wet shaver, what the shave nerd can do. So, I already know without trying. Let's take the Henson handle. I do like that they put the stainless steel buffer on there, just like the Henson has. So the Henson handle, it fits. You know what? It actually fits a little better than I anticipated. I'm going to have to shave with that. You don't have the rattle like you have with the Envoy. But my point was going to be that, you know, with the Henson head, I'm not a big fan of this Henson razor. If you've never seen me use it in a video, that's because I'm not crazy about it. I like the Henson. I'm just not crazy about it. This is the triple plus plate, the plus plate. Say that 3 times fast. So this is just my unboxing. The switching out of a handle will probably never be an issue for me. And that's one of the reasons why I didn't think to bring it up during my Envoy review, because I genuinely love the Envoy handle on that head. And these look amazing together. This is a gorgeous handle. It feels great in the hand. I'm sure that the balance is perfect. The 0.20 of a blade gap is going to be nice and efficient. You know, I hear people say all the time, not all the time, but I've seen people say many times that these ball and Gillette techs are too mild and they can't get a close shave. And I've also had conversations with new wet shavers asking me what the best razor is, or what the best choice or option is for a razor. And for me, in a lot of ways, I think it all boils down to one thing. The best razor is the razor that you're willing to dedicate yourself to mastering, the tool that you are going to set yourself to learn. When I don't get a good shave with a razor, I take it as a challenge to find a way to get a good shave with it. Henson, going back to them, they have the kind of like a slogan, a mantra that shaving is geometry. And while I agree with that, it certainly is geometry. Wet shaving for the modern schnerd is so much more than that. It's a ritual. It's an addiction. It's so much more than just that. And so from that ritual, from that habitual desire to achieve a better shave, when I don't get a good shave, the first blade that I put in this razor is going to be a Rex blade because it came with it. If I don't like the way that it performs and I'm not able to get a close shave with that Rex blade, I'll probably switch to a Kai or a Bolzano, and I'll keep going after finding the right blade for the razor, and I'll keep trying to modify and change my technique until I do finally land it. Sometimes, the thing with the Henson, it forces you to use a 30-degree angle. If you don't use a 30-degree angle, you're not going to get a very good shave with it. One of the things that's nice about the Game Changer from Razor Rock is that razor, its sweet spot is anywhere between 25 degrees and 35 degrees. It's a razor that really allows you to play and experiment. I have a feeling that this razor is going to be very similar to that type of experience. It's Little Big Things, my friends. I know I've overcomplicated an unboxing once again, but outside of college football, this is my love, this is my passion, and made in the USA, 6061 steel. It 1.3 ounces, 3.74 inches long. I like it. It feels great in the hand. It really does. It's a little slick immediately. I mean, it's hard to get aluminum to not be slick, but it is definitely doable. It is definitely it's smoother than the Henson, smoother than the Ascension. The Shave It Shadow has these little nubs. What's the word for it? To where it's not quite like that, but it's definitely less smooth than the Gillette Bakelite handle. Did I already say it? It's Little Big Things. It is. Take care, you guys.